California firefighters are battling a new wildfire this morning. The Sterling fire broke out yesterday in the San Bernardino Mountains. It has already burned at least 100 acres. Gusty winds and drought conditions are fueling the flames. More than 70% of California is currently dealing with extreme or exceptional drought conditions, and that creates a new obstacle for firefighters this year. John Blackstone is in Big Bear Lake with how crews are searching for water to fight the wildfires. John, good morning.
Good morning. Well, firefighters here in the San Bernardino Mountains have been fighting this fire for more than a week now. It's one of some 2,500 fires that have broken out in California so far this year. Now, the ongoing drought has not just primed the landscape to burn, it's cut off water sources needed to fight the fires. Flying over the parched hills of Southern California, it's clear how 4 years of drought has taken its toll.
Normally at this time of the year, we'd be seeing green and wildflowers as far as we can see. But because of the drought, we're seeing brown, dry fuel that has no moisture in it at all.
Orange County Fire Captain Dave Lopez points out hills where a small fire can quickly grow into an inferno.
This is the kind of terrain you're worried about.
This is exactly the type of terrain we're worried about.
The landscape is so dry, fires burn hotter and spread faster, making early attack from the air essential. But just as the drought has made the landscape flammable, it's also dried up many of the water sources firefighters depend on to do their job. You have fewer places to go for water.
That's correct. In fact, a lot of our sites that we would use for our helicopters to dip in are no longer there. So our pilots and captains have to go out and recon these areas. You have to remember what we call turnaround time, meaning how long does it take to get to that water source and back? Every minute that increases is every minute that fire gets larger.
For those crucial water drops, we went up on a training mission with the Orange County Fire Authority. One reservoir, Lake Irvine, remains a reliable source to dip for water drops. But the lake is still about 20 feet below capacity and likely to shrink further. Other reservoirs in the county are nearly empty or already dry.
It just means that we have to resort to a ground fill or fly further away to find the water that we need.
In a dusty field, the Orange County crew practiced a ground fill, loading the helicopter from a fire truck. Slower, but perhaps this year the only way to drop water on some fires.
You think this is going to be the worst year you've had coming up?
Yes, I think this is going to be the worst fire season we've seen yet, and next year will probably be worse than that unless this drought breaks.
In fast-moving fires, the chopper crews have another job as well.
Loads off the ground.
Saving firefighters and civilians who are in danger. On the training mission we joined, they needed a civilian to rescue. That was me.
Good work. Main order, tail rotor clear.
California's firefighters practice those rescues regularly, and I can assure you I was in good hands. And there's little room for error here when CAL FIRE, California's statewide fire agency, reports there's already been a 50% increase in the number of fires this year compared to 2014. Nora?
All right, safe and sound, John Blackstone. Thank you very much.